Hi, I'm Lillian Freeman for I Had to Ask, and I'm working on a project through South Carolina Wildlife and their youth publication, South Carolina Wild, to help youth look into some of the careers that the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources offers. This is my second episode in this series. My first one was with Tyler Harrell, a turtle technician, and this one is with Officer Player Aston. He is one of the SC DNR game wardens. Listen on to see why I had to ask. Officers, welcome to the show.
Hey, Lillian, how are you?
I'm good. So can you tell our listeners a little bit about what the job entails?
Okay, like you said, I'm a game warden with the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources. I'm in the law enforcement division, and our main job is to enforce all hunting, fishing, and boating laws in the state. We'll check hunters, we'll check people that are out fishing, recreational, commercial. You'll see us out on the lakes and rivers and oceans in the summer, checking boating safety. We enforce all laws of the state, so we enforce, state laws and federal laws. We also assist other law enforcement agencies, and we do a lot of outreach also. It's part of our job title, so we do a wide array of things.
Awesome. What did you want to do when you were a child, and how has that affected your job as a SCDNR officer?
Growing up as a young boy, I wanted to do everything that young boys wanted to do. I changed, had an idea and changed what I wanted to be when I grew up, what seemed like 100 times. But also, the whole entire process of me growing up, I always thought being a game warden would be a cool and interesting job. Going into high school and going into college, I knew I wanted to do something outdoors. I went to Clemson and majored in wildlife and fisheries biology. And when I graduated, I was able to obtain a job, being a game warden. And I've loved it ever since, and hopefully have a long, successful career here.
So what advice would you give a teen looking to be a game warden?
That's a question I get a lot. A lot of people come up to me and ask, what did you do to get here? Or, what steps can I take to get where you're at? And first and foremost, I always tell people, stay in school, make good grades, and, get as much education as you can. Go to college, do something that interests you. And also, the second thing I tell people is to volunteer. There's no really true way to know if you're going to like a job until you experience some of it. I did this coming through after I graduated college and some in college. I helped out with the department in some special events. And also the third thing is I tell people is, try and get an internship. And this doesn't matter if you want to be a game warden, work with DNR, or, in any job field. Like I said, volunteering and internships to give you a little taste of what it's going to be like, whenever you enter the job in the real world.
So what are the most interesting and fun parts of your job?
Being a game warden is very interesting. It changes day to day, and it's hard to really, tell you one thing that's the best part or the most interesting part. Of course, everybody always says, "Oh, you get to drive a truck or a boat or a four-wheeler all the time," and yeah, that's fun. We get a lot of equipment that we are able to use, for different reasons. The biggest thing for me is being outdoors. There's 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. And every season something, a new hunting season comes in or something changes. We're out on the boat more. So it's constantly changing, and you get to experience, like I say, the outdoors. And also, not only do we get to experience it, we get to interact with others who are out there, the citizens of South Carolina, that are out hunting and fishing. We get to talk to them, interact with them. Usually they're having a good time. Some days they're having bad days, but it's real interesting to see and fun to watch people, get outside and enjoy what we have here in the state.
That's great. What do you like the most about your job?
I was thinking about this, and I get asked this a lot. Probably the most rewarding part of our job is helping others. I know a lot of people say, oh, you're a game warden, you write tickets to people who are, breaking the law. But a lot of times people don't realize is, during floods, so we've had a few major flood events here in the state recently, and I've got to participate in some of those events and helping people, when they really need it, when they need rescuing or they need to get their medications or get to a family member or get to safety. That's very rewarding for me. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the storms that came through Texas and Florida this year. We sent officers to both states. So being able to help out, the people of South Carolina and people across the nation when they need it is probably what I like best about the job. And like I said earlier, seeing people enjoy the outdoors and being outside myself, there's nothing can compare to that. So that's what I'd say I like the most about it.
That's great. What are some things that people are undereducated about in South Carolina's wildlife, but they should be more educated about?
Well, what I say that a lot of people, or what I think that a lot of people, they act surprised when I tell them, or talking to the public, and they don't know about the different opportunities that the Department of Natural Resources, especially in the wildlife law enforcement division, that they give out to the public. A lot of our officers participate in hunter education, where they go out and teach the younger generation, how to hunt safely and how to hunt effectively. We have many different programs as far as, like I say, education. We have archery in the schools. You may have heard of that. Shotgun shooting sports is something that's fairly new in the department, and it's growing extremely rapid. A lot of people don't know about our managed lands, our WMAs and heritage preserves. They want to get out there and they want to experience the outdoors. They might not have private property that they can go out on. Well, WMAs and the heritage preserves, they give people that land an opportunity to go out and experience, hunting, fishing, or bird watching, or just simply hiking. We have a bunch of shooting ranges around the state. Some of the biggest ones are Webb. There's a range in Pickens, Apalachicola Range, and it goes back to the shooting sport program. We also offer, and this is another branch of Hunter's Ed, is Take One, Make One, where youth can come who don't have opportunity to learn to hunt and fish, at home. They can come out with a mentor, and they'll have opportunity to go on a deer hunt or a duck hunt. And it's basically another incentive in order to get children, more interested in the outdoors. And like I say, youth hunts, and we have a big part in, all these different opportunities that I mentioned have to promote gun safety. So there's lots of different things that people are unaware about with the department, and those are some of the major things that I tell people. And like I say, they're surprised when I tell them that they didn't know they had these opportunities available to them.
Cool. So I know you like to shoot skeet. What do you want to say to encourage teens to try out this fast-growing sport?
Right. So, like I said earlier, the shotgun sports program, the DNR, is growing rapidly. We have hundreds of children at these shoots that we sponsor and hold within the state. What I like to tell people, and I just give them a little bit of information about it, is they either have an option to join a school club or a local club that they can shoot in. Some schools don't have a club established yet, and like I say, if they don't have that opportunity, they're more than welcome to join a local club. DNR actually pays for new schools to go to 3 practices, and they also pay for a coach's training. And like I said, if there's no school around that the child can participate in, they also can join a local team like 4-H or the youth shooting sports. For example, here in Horry County, the closest local team would be a team down in Georgetown at Backwoods Quail Club. They have a non-school team. But like I say, it's free to children to be able to shoot in these events. And one of the biggest things that I tell people, you know, if you like shooting and you enjoy shooting in these events, it can definitely pay off. I think South Carolina's given over $50,000 in scholarships alone this year to seniors that are in the shooting sports program. And that's not necessarily done by the scores. It's usually done by drawings. So everybody has, you know, an equal opportunity to win these scholarships, which is a great thing.
That's great. Is there anything else you'd like to tell our listeners?
No, I appreciate you for listening, and thank you for taking the time to do this podcast with me.
Thank you. I hope that this interview with one of the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources game wardens has given you a little insight into another career opportunity with the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources. For more information about these job opportunities, make sure to check out the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources website. And if you want to hear more interviews like this, be sure to check out my podcast and blog, I Had to Ask, at www.ihadtoask.com. Thanks for listening.